There's something about Remy Ma, something that makes people root for her and shake their heads at the same time. It's been nearly 2 decades since the Bronx rapper first stepped into the spotlight. Her debut single, Wativa, is about to turn 20, which is wild when you think about how fast time flies. That record dropped back in 2005, and the following year she released her first and only solo album, There's Something About Remy, based on a true story. Back then, Remy Ma was one of the hottest names in New York City. She was bold, confident, and full of energy. You could hear her voice on radio stations all over the country, and she carried that raw Bronx attitude that made her stand out in a crowded rap scene. For a while, it seemed like she was on her way to becoming one of the greats. But everything changed just a year later. Her rising career came to a sudden stop after she made one terrible decision that cost her everything. She got into an altercation with a woman she considered a friend, accusing her of stealing money, and that argument ended with Remy shooting the woman. The incident shocked everyone who knew her. In the blink of an eye, her future disappeared. That single moment led to her being sentenced to prison for 6 years, 7 winters and 6 summers, as she once described it. She had to leave her young son behind, and the life she'd built came crashing down. Most people don't recover from something like that. But somehow, Remy managed to come back. During her time behind bars, one person stood by her side, rapper Papoose. When many people walked away, he stayed. He visited her regularly, married her while she was still incarcerated, and continued to speak highly of her in interviews. Papoose became a symbol of loyalty, the man who waited faithfully for his wife to come home. When Remy was finally released, fans were excited to see her back. She rebranded herself, started appearing on Love and Hip Hop New York, and began rebuilding her music career. Together, she and Papoose became the face of Black love. They appeared on red carpets, in interviews, and even hosted events together. People admired their relationship, calling them a real example of loyalty, forgiveness, and commitment. But fast forward to now, and that perfect picture has completely fallen apart. Apparently, there is something about Remy, something self-destructive that keeps showing up when things start going well. Despite having everything, a husband who loved her, a beautiful family, and a second chance at life, she somehow managed to throw it all away again. Reports have surfaced that Remy has been cheating on Papoose for years. When word got out that Papoose had finally moved on, instead of accepting it quietly, Remy took to social media and started lashing out. She went online, accusing others, playing the victim, and exposing private details that didn't need to be public. According to several reports, Remy started running her own rap battle league called Chrome 23. Through that platform, she met a battle rapper known as Eazy the Block Captain. What began as a professional relationship allegedly turned into something more personal. Soon, people started whispering about an affair. Eventually, things came to a head when Papoose and Eazy reportedly got into a physical fight. Rumors claim that Papoose knocked Eazy out after finding out about the cheating. Neither Remy nor Papoose addressed the incident publicly at the time, but fans noticed that something was off between them. Then, out of nowhere, Remy jumped on social media and began venting. On Instagram, she accused Claressa Shields, the boxing champion, and her team of spreading fake stories about her. In her post, she said, "Claressa Shields and that sorry publicity team been putting out fake stories on me every day to make me look bad and him look like God's gift. I begged Papo to set." Soon after, Papoose responded with his own statement. He wrote that it was sad to say, but Remy was a narcissist who cheated on him repeatedly. He claimed that after years of asking for a divorce, she refused to move forward and instead chose to play the victim online for attention. He said, "I didn't want to do the social media thing for the sake of my 6-year-old daughter. I stayed quiet for her. But enough is enough." He also confirmed the fight with Eazy the Block Captain, explaining that it wasn't just jealousy, it was about respect. According to him, the issue wasn't simply that Eazy slept with Remy, but that he had the nerve to shake his hand first, pretending to be friendly. Then Claressa jumped in, clapping back at Remy. She said, "How does a woman with 2 boyfriends get mad at a man who has a girlfriend? If I'm not the only one, why are you tagging me?" It was messy, a full-blown internet storm. Papoose then posted a photo showing Remy with the man she was accused of cheating with, saying, While I was home with my daughter last Christmas, this is where Remy was. He also shared messages confirming that he had confronted Eazy. The drama kept building, and soon Remy and Claressa were talking about fighting each other in the ring. That's when things really went off the rails. Because let's be honest, Remy Ma might be tough, but she's not a trained boxer. Claressa Shields is an undisputed world champion. If they ever actually fought, it wouldn't even be close. The idea itself was ridiculous. Then of course 50 Cent, never one to miss a chance to jump in, posted about it on social media. He joked that Claressa should avoid fighting Remy, saying, "Don't do it. She'll get the black champ. I need a drink, Branson lifestyle," while plugging his liquor brand. That's just typical 50 behavior. Part humor, part marketing. But underneath the jokes, there's a serious situation here. This whole thing is sad, for both Papoose and Remy. The reason so many people are siding with Papoose is simple. Remy was the one who told us how loyal he was. She was the one who went on interviews talking about how he stayed faithful while she was in prison, how he supported her career, and how he represented black love. She was proud of that narrative. So now, seeing her cheat and publicly embarrass him feels like a betrayal. Not just to him, but to the image she built for years. And when she started accusing him of being abusive, people didn't buy it. There's no proof. Too many times, people throw that kind of accusation around to flip the story and make the man look bad. The problem is, Remy has always been known for her temper and her mouth. If something like that had happened, she would have said it years ago. So when she suddenly brings it up now, it feels more like damage control than truth. Then came Eazy, the block captain, who decided to get on social media and make things worse. Instead of staying quiet, he started bragging, saying that Papoose only found out about the affair because he had bugged Remy's car with a recording device. He claimed he had proof of everything and would release it if anyone said he was lying. That made things 10 times worse. Not only did he admit to sleeping with Remy, but he also made himself look foolish and messy. He turned a private scandal into a public circus. Whatever credibility he had is gone now. At this point, it's hard to see any way back for Remy and Papoose. The damage is too deep. Too many lies, too much humiliation. Papoose seems ready to move on, but Remy doesn't seem to want to let go. She's pretending she's fine with him moving forward, but her actions say otherwise. She still wants control. She wants him to chase her, to keep forgiving her no matter what she does. But it doesn't work like that. You can't hurt someone over and over and still expect them to stay loyal. Papoose said he asked for a divorce several times, but Remy refused. And as for Remy, maybe this is her wake-up call. Maybe it's time for her to stop trying to prove something to the world and start working on herself. Anyway, if you made it this far, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about it. What do you think about Remy and Papoose's situation? Can a relationship survive that kind of betrayal? Or is it better to just walk away? Because sometimes the strongest thing you can do is simply move on. Peace and respect until next time.